What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Punch Drunk Nerd, the podcast where three friends, three amigos, three bambinos come together to talk about nerd shit. This week, we're going to talk about a couple trailers. We're going to talk about what we're into. But first, we're going to talk about the news. And before we do all that, let me introduce myself. My name is Luis Gonzalez, and with me is
Miguel Sanchez
and Deadpool.
And I am here live in the city of New York, where the city never sleeps. So that's why I have a bathroom behind me. If you go on youtube.com/@punchdrunknerd, you can see the shower is clear. Don't you hate that?
They only have that in New York. Only clear showers.
I don't know why they do that in hotels. Anyway, we're not here to talk about bathrooms. We're here to talk about nerd news.
That's right. Yeah. I put this on the dock. Nerd? You guys, I put things on the dock this week. So, hey, first, the new year, new me. Okay.
Got a medal right here for you, baby.
I missed last week, but I came in this week strong, ready. Okay. I'm feeling better, by the way, guys. Thanks for asking. All right.
You didn't even let us have a chance. That was my next question. How do you feel?
I feel like ass now, Ed. I feel like ass now. All right. No, I want to talk to you guys. I'm kind of excited about this. Luis, you're probably at least keyed into it a little bit. But Ryan Hurst has officially been cast as Kratos in the Sony and Amazon live action God of War TV series that we're going to get. You guys might remember Ryan Hurst from things like Remember the Titans, Sons of Anarchy, The Walking Dead, and also
the Lady Killers.
Okay, Ed, you heard me. You heard me. First off, you heard me with the setup, but then also you came in with something that nobody fucking knew about.
That is literally how I got introduced to this guy.
This was the first movie you ever saw he was in?
I guess actually maybe Remember the Titans, but then
that's right.
Lady Killers was the second thing that I saw this guy in.
Just to give you guys a little a glimpse into Ed's livelihood and how he operates, okay? No, he also played Thor. He voiced Thor in God of War Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Which is insane because now he's going to be playing Kratos in the Amazon series. A lot of people were kind of hoping that Christopher Judge, who voiced Kratos and played the mocap character Kratos in God of War, they were kind of hoping he might be the live action. I don't hate this casting. I think he's got the look. Yeah, he's got the beard. Kratos is bald, so I'm wondering what they're going to do with that. If they're going to shave him down or.
I would imagine they were going to shave him down, yes. They're going to shave that little head of his. You know how many people would be pissed off just by the mere fact if they decided to give him hair?
Because he was like, well, I'm not going to cut it. You know?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm an actor. I'm not a fucking... I'm not a Marine, all right?
What do you guys think about this?
Honestly, just from the look, I remember him. If anything, he seems too nice to play Kratos. But I never saw him in things like Sons of Anarchy and stuff like that. But these days he definitely looks to have that rough and ready look. And like I said, he's got a great beard for it already. So I'm open to it. I'm not going to be precious about this show.
No, of course not. I was going to ask. I can't remember. Curious. Did you play the game?
Yeah. I mean, I've said the story many times. I started playing the first one and had to subsequently give up. But I played a few other levels on another one.
I'm not asking about the original games. I'm asking about God of War 2018 with Atreus, the boy.
No.
Boy, did you ever play any of those?
I played that briefly with you.
Okay, because that's what this show's going to be based on at first. It's going to be that run of the story. Yes, okay. Which is why I ask, because it's okay, that was a very...
So Amazon's doing their own Last of Us.
What a absolutely great way to put that, Ed. Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen.
That's why you guys pay me the big bucks.
Hey, I'm saying, Luis, I mean, you and I played the God of War games. We had a lot to talk about when we played them. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, first off, this man has aged and changed a lot more than I thought. I can't believe it's the same guy from Remember the Titans and Lady Killers. This guy played an idiot and doofus in Lady Killers, and then he played this cool jock in Remember the Titans. And then I imagine in Anarchy, he was like a fucking badass. So what a range that this guy has. I don't remember. I feel like when I was playing God of War Ragnarok and I heard Thor, I was like, this is a good voice. I don't remember the voice, maybe if I hear it now, I'd be like, oh, wait, maybe not. It's a little different. But the feeling I got, I was like, oh, this feels very like mythic, archaic, epic, had a little burp. And so it feels like he fits into that genre already. He's got the beard. You know what? Fuck it. Let's see what happens.
You guys are really locked into the beard angle. Like you guys, that keeps coming up. I looked it up,
and it was just like it's like that perfect diamond looking, like chiseled look, like an extension of his broad chin. I assume he has a broad chin. You know what I mean? It's just like it's a solid beard. I wish I could grow a better beard. And here is a man who is fully capable of doing that.
I mean, he's got the accent. I mean, he's got the voice. He's got the beard. What else?
Right.
What else do you need? Are they gonna
Thor voice? I guess.
After this,
deep and gruff.
After this, we can after the podcast, I can show you a couple of clips. Like he was a standout in God of War Ragnarok. You guys know that I wasn't a super big fan of God of War Ragnarok. I think the God of War 2018 is like the GOAT. All right, it's just as phenomenal from story. I don't know why are you fucking. This is why we can't do this anymore. All right, and this is why this is my last podcast. So thank you guys for the one time I put something on the goddamn docket. All right. Everyone's like, anyway, Luis is like, there's my burger trash in the noisy ass hotel room. I finished
my burger. Okay, I'm not eating anymore. Now I'm drinking Coca-Cola.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it too. I mean, I feel like we're all being very positive about this.
Miguel. I think so. Yeah, the beard, the beard.
Yeah, what are you trying to get us doing?
Nothing. But yeah, no, looking forward to it.
This is probably the number one news topic that we've ever had.
Shut the fuck up. All right, well, that's all I have for that. I put it on it because, this is Friday when this comes out, but today, Wednesday, when we recorded, it just came out today, the news. And Luis, I tell you what, I had you on my shoulder. When I first saw the news, I saw it on Reddit. And I remember, Luis, a while back, you were like, no, it's not true unless it's on Variety or Deadline. Yeah, and then I saw it on Deadline, and I was like, okay, this is real. This is true. Okay, I can believe this.
Very nice.
So, yeah. But yeah, no, looking forward to it. I'll probably... Ed, we can...
Yes.
Come on, man. We can get you to play God of War 2018 before the show comes out. That's easy.
I mean, but apparently my next couple of years are tied up trying to play Red Dead, so...
Years, Ed?
From as long as I keep hearing. Like, literally every time I announce to somebody that I'm playing Red Dead, they're like, oof, long game.
It is a long game. It is a long game.
For someone who takes forever in playing these sorts of things.
Yeah.
Hence the joke about.
You know what? Take a break. Take a break every now and then. God of War is like, I mean, it's less than 20 hours for sure. Right. But I mean, it's efficient.
And just that one Valhalla and then Ragnarok.
What? No,
Isn't
it's
there
God of War. God of War 2018 and then God of War Ragnarok. You do not have to play Ragnarok before the show comes out.
No.
Nor do you have to play Ragnarok, to be honest.
I was just remembering the sequence
of the names,
and the names. Yeah.
There's Valhalla. Isn't there Valhalla?
Yeah. What's the Valhalla?
Assassin's Creed has a Valhalla. Creed, yeah, they have a Valhalla.
There's a one where it's like it's like endless supply of like enemies.
God of War. That's right. God of War. Sorry, Luis, you're explaining. I'll let you do it.
Right, a roguelite or something like that?
Yeah. It's like a waves of enemies. That is God of War. God of War does have that. I forgot about that.
Okay.
I never play it.
I never played it either. I don't even know if it's still around, but I remember it coming out. They were like, and it's available now. And then people were freaking out.
But no, phenomenal series. Story. The game is just great. So I'm looking forward to hopefully the same thing. You know how these TV adaptations go. I feel like, that first season is probably going to be really good. All right. And we'll see from there. Okay.
We'll go from there. Well, how about this? We'll wait until we see a trailer to decide.
Love it.
Speaking of trailers, we got a couple trailers we want to talk about. Ed, you blessed us with some trailers. You're the trailer god. Let's talk about...
look upon me. So we've had a lot of horror remakes of late, of classic horrors specifically, but we're about to see a reimagining of the Mummy from director Lee Cronin, who most recently did Evil Dead Rises, or Evil Dead Rise. I'm sorry. which was, in my opinion, really good. And I'm not a big Evil Dead guy, but I did enjoy that film. And yeah, so they're putting a modern twist on it, and no, it doesn't star Tom Cruise. The story is of the young daughter of a journalist disappears into the desert without a trace. 8 years later, the broken family is shocked when she is returned to them, as what should be a joyful reunion turns into a living nightmare.
So is it losing, like, that the mummy is from ancient Egypt? Like, does she die, get mummified, and then 8 years later?
Right. That's what I'm getting from it, yes. This is coming out April 17th, and it stars Jack Rayner, Leia Costa, May Calamue, I'm sorry, Emily Mitchell, that might be the dead girl. I don't know a lot of these people, but what do we think?
My number one question is this. I thought we were getting a Brendan Fraser Mummy 4. I thought that was like for sure happening.
This was already in the works when that was announced. Like, this was happening.
It'll be that'll be a continuation of the Mummy franchise that we all know and love. This is like the reimagining of the Universal monsters. Lee
Cronin's the Mummy.
Right. No, I saw the title. Yeah. I more so just like, okay, it's
Tom Cruise.
It's like if Armageddon and Deep Impact were released a year apart from each other instead, instead of being next to each other.
What if it's like when Batman 2 comes out and then there's Batman Brave and the Bold comes out like the year after, Yes.
Oh God. I did see this trailer actually.
That's your job.
It's not. All right. I'm done. But yeah, I did actually watch this one. I think it looks very creepy, right? Like the eye opening and this.
I mean, very much a teaser trailer. It doesn't give you a whole lot. So
yes, and we'll talk about teaser trailers here in a second about what we think teaser trailers should be.
Yeah.
I see.
I did like this one. I thought it was creepy. I wasn't like nothing about this made me go, oh, I'm gonna run to the theater to see this, unless a trailer comes out and it's like, oh fuck, this actually looks really good. Hey, who's Lee Cronin? Why does that name sound so familiar? What do I know them from? It's your fucking job. You should fucking know.
Well, are you asking what else did he do? Because I already said
he did list it before.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was too distracted by the fact that he couldn't name any of the names of the actors, and then he was like Emily Mitchell. That's probably the Mummy. And I'm like, I don't know. There's a lot of other names you couldn't pronounce. Sorry, what did Lee Cronin do? Tell me one more time.
Evil Dead Rise was like his big.
That's the only thing.
He's done other things, but I don't think anything you would have heard of. The Hole in the Ground, Ghost Train. Not a lot as a director.
It actually is choo.
Evil Dead Rise was really his the big one announcement movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Lee Cronin. Well, shout out Lee Cronin. All right.
I tell you what, when I watched this trailer, I knew exactly what happened in the marketing room. The people there, they were like, God, did you guys see that 28 years later trailer? Man, we got to do something like that. Let's get like a creepy vocal track, and then let's have it cut in and out. People like that shit. That shit went hard, didn't it? So then they did it for this trailer. It was the same, same
like
kind of
radio
feeling.
Track or whatever it was. Yeah,
you'll run. And then it's like, and then it keeps like the flashing. It was doing the flashing as like kind of a beat.
Yeah,
and so I felt like there was the same kind of thing going on.
100%.
It also looks a lot more like violent. Like this is like going to be a horror film, unlike other Mummy movies.
Yeah, like it always freaked me out when a scarab beetle like was incorporated in the Brendan Fraser one, but this one just like casually crawling out of the mummy's mouth is unsettling. And then there's one where they're like peeling, I don't know, the bandages and it looks like flesh off. It looks grisly.
I just watched Bring Her Back today, so that is a very visceral image. When you said that, I was like,
And there's a lot of that kind of imagery in Evil Dead Rise too.
Dude, I'm telling you, that cheese grater in the trailer had me like, I can't see this movie.
But like the swallowing of the broken glass,
and you're becoming like a horror person. You say you're not. You watched Bring Her Back before I did, and you watched Evil Dead Rise. Like you're getting in there. Like you're pretty much in there.
I'm there, man. I'm enjoying this renaissance of horror films. We've got the best horror films that have ever appealed to me. I don't know. I just like we're going for a really cool.
This shit's brutal, dude. I'm like this watching the movie. Bring Her Back. I'm just
Bring
like,
Her Back is fucking rough, man. I don't know if I'll ever have the stomach to watch it again. I watched it twice, and that was good.
You watched it twice?
Yeah.
Fucking Ed. God damn it, Ed. Name one movie you watch once, or tell us what's something about a movie that you can only watch once.
Just like, boredom or whatever. Just
bullshit,
like,
because I feel like you get bored of movies and you're like, well, I'll give it another go.
But like movies that I want to like maybe, or feel like I missed a beat on it, but I don't know. There's a number of movies I didn't see more than once. I still haven't been able to push myself through watching Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning.
Damn, dude.
I can't. I struggle to get through the first act of that film. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's some movies where I'm just like, I never need to see that again.
How many times did you see The Flash?
Once.
Well, that's a once.
See, that's the once. I had a feeling. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. But generally speaking, like if it's a movie I enjoy, I'm going to try and give it at least 2 viewings.
Man, Miguel hit it on the head just earlier. What did you say? You said something like, "Oh, I got bored. Let me rewatch it again just to double check."
Yeah.
What did you say?
Yeah, I feel like that's something
that sentiment.
That is something that Ed would do. I feel like, and it's like, there are movies that when you normal people would go, I don't want to watch this again. Ed's like, no, I must. My calling is to watch this movie again.
Yeah, I listen. Ed's an artist. Okay, so he gets it.
I dig it. So let's go from one teaser straight into the other. Okay, let's wrap up this Avengers Doomsday teaser run that we've had. Okay, I love when Ed lights up mysteriously. So Avengers Doomsday, the final, I guess, teaser we're getting is a clip of the Wakandans. We see Fantastic Four come together. You probably talked about this last week, but I'll just quickly say I have not been enjoying this little run of quote unquote teaser trailers. I did appreciate that the Russo brothers came out and they were like, actually, these aren't teaser trailers, and it's like
they're clues.
Wait, you said they're clues?
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like I've been saying from the first leak, it's like these are not teaser trailers. Not to sound like, I said this all along, but for me personally, it's like clearly these aren't teaser trailers in the same sense, and I think it's silly that the sentiment has always been like, I don't really like what they're doing. And they're like, well, this is a teaser. It's not a full trailer. That's what people on the internet say. It's not a full trailer. It's a teaser. It's like, well, this isn't even like an actual teaser either. Like, this isn't that. It's like when you go to Disney Plus and you click on trailer, then they just show you a clip of the movie and you're like, this isn't what I wanted. I wanted to see a trailer. And I think I was really mostly actually, let me hop on my soapbox real quick. I think I was mostly upset because I went to go see fucking Avatar and I sat in that theater, and what I wanted to see was a Doomsday trailer. That was the whole reason, not the whole reason, but I was excited for that. That's what I wanted. Yeah. And even Kristen, after it was done, was like, is that it? And I was like, yeah, it is. Sorry. But we'll get the full trailer, I'm assuming, at the Super Bowl in a couple of weeks. So I'm looking forward to that.
I didn't think about that.
But I think that's what this is. It's all leading up to that. But I did appreciate what they've gotten better. So the first one really rubbed me the wrong way because it was like, yes, Steve Rogers coming back. That's kind of cool. Some people hate it, but it's like, okay, I didn't really get anything necessary other than the baby. And then we're seeing a lot of children themes. Okay, let's see what we're going to see. But then it was like, we moved on to, was the next one that Thor. Okay, we're seeing Thor. Okay, again, it was like, all right, yeah, he's going to be in this movie. I know that, but then it was like, let's see the X-Men, who I knew were going to be in it, but now we get a little clip of them. Maybe it's a clue.
A little bit of action.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're seeing something cool. It's a really cool shot. Everyone was talking about that, has not stopped talking about that. And then here it's like, okay, cool. We're seeing like Black Panther and Fantastic Four come together. And okay, that's what we're going to start feeling about this movie. It's like we're merging a lot of different sects of the MCU together. And it's like, okay, let's see how these characters interact. It's going to be weird. I will say, damn, I've been talking a lot. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
This is great. This is great. This is great.
Just interrupt you.
We're all locked in here.
This is one of those, this movie is going to be fucking comic book accurate suits out the ass, and I get it. But I will say this. I loved the Fantastic Four suits in their movie, in their world. Okay. It just works. Okay. I don't love the light blue and the white mixed with any other version of the MCU. It feels a little like, hey man, can you change clothes? Like you look a little weird.
I think they are.
I would rather. Well, I've seen. You know what I mean? Some leak of jumping. It seems like they want to really keep that blue and white color scheme.
No, I think that what we just saw was literally after whatever crash they have to Earth.
I don't want to tell you you're wrong. Okay.
No, do.
But I saw
that's my guess.
I saw do you guys remember the production? Like the production jacket or hat or patch or something that got leaked, and it was like you saw all the characters from the movie on the patch.
Yeah.
They're giving Pedro Pascal a jacket, and it's the same color scheme where it's the blue and the white top. So it's like they're like that's the Fantastic Four colors or whatever. And I'm just like I don't want to see that. I would love them to change Ed. I hope that's what happens. Like let's give something that feels a little more. I'm just
like the nature of superhero movies is that they get a costume upgrade every fucking film.
And I need it for this one. You know what I need from Ben Grimm, the thing?
They'll use all their sleeves and it'll just be like hulking arms out of the nice blue suit.
I want you pause, but I want Ben Grimm to take that shirt off, baby. Let's see that big rocky ass thing. All right.
If he can grow a beard, does he have chest hair? Can you see his nipples? Can you tell what are his nipples? Like
somehow you took it even further than I did. That's good, Ed. I like that. All right.
While we're at it, let's drop some trowel.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to it. Shout out M'Baku if you guys paid attention to the end of Wakanda Forever. He's now king of Wakanda. That's sick. All right, Shuri is still Black Panther. I think Namor is going to be in there. They seem to be on the land a little bit more. Namor. I think it depends on. Yeah.
Namor.
Do you remember Francesca? Remember how much she loved that movie? But no, I'm excited. I'm overall very excited. I put it on my top 5 list of movies I'm excited for this year. I really can't wait for Avengers Doomsday. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be almost a direct sequel to Endgame, which is going to be really fun. But still kind of touching on all the stuff that's happened in between. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. There you go. There's my thoughts. I'm done.
Moving on.
Oh, okay. All right. No one else want to talk about that? Because I want to talk about this next thing too. So
I kind of agree with everything you said.
Yeah, you basically nailed it. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much to say. I already said my frustration with this thing anyway. So it's like, I mean, you nailed everything. Why am I going to repeat myself? Go to the next one.
Okay. I think I'm the only one that watched the show, but Euphoria season 3 coming out. We saw the trailer got released this week. I think it looks really good. That's something people wanted was them to get the fuck out of the high school. So now it's years later. It is. I'm sure, Ed, I'm sure what I read on the internet was some people being like, this show took a leap, and not just in time. It's like, what's happening? Like they were getting to high school shenanigans, like drugs and drinking and sex, and now it's like drug lords,
and drinking and sex, and Sydney Sweeney's an OnlyFans model or whatever, and you're like, okay, I guess it's gonna put butts in seats in people's living rooms. But Euphoria was a show. I said this already, but Euphoria was one of those things. It was a classic example of my wife started watching it, and I was like, every time I'd come in the room, I'd be like, "What's this? What's going on in here?"
you know? And finally she was like, let's just start it over and sit down and watch it. And I got hooked. It was really good. The drama is really good. Rue, played by Zendaya, is a drug addict. And there's a reason why all this drug lord shit's happening is because she got involved with the wrong people and they're tying up that storyline. So, I think it looks like a lot of fun. I think it looks more mature in the sense of like, it's not just like high school drama. It's like, oh shit, real world consequences are happening now. What did you guys think about it? Like, would you guys even consider watching this show, or are you like, maybe not?
Well, if I may, Luis, I feel like watching it today, I was trying to think, I don't know if I've actually ever seen anything from the show, like the trailers, all of that. I may have seen like a promo clip on HBO at one time or another, but genuinely, like I have no idea what I know the general like story of it, but like I don't know the vibe of it, kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
So watching this trailer, where you've got like drug lords and all of that, is like, oh, I didn't know this was the vibe, like, kind of thing.
And it is a little different than the original two seasons.
It's elite, but like you say, it's like a few years in the future or whatever later. But let me tell you, this trailer made me want to watch the whole show.
Yes! I was worried, Ed. I was worried.
No, genuinely, I was just like, this looks cool as hell.
I think you and Sarah would like it. I think Luis and Sarah would like it too. I don't know if they watched any of it. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's really scandalous. You know what I mean?
And it's only 3 seasons, right? So,
this upcoming one will be the 3rd season. So, and it's one of like 8 or 9 episodes a season. You know what I mean? It's easy.
Hey, come on, yeah.
It's the year.
It makes you want to watch it. It makes you want to see what's going on, because I mean, I only know it because of the clips I've seen online about like, is this place supposed to be about us? Her crying in the bathroom, things like that.
Yeah.
Sarah showed me one scene of Zendaya when she's like freaking out and she's at her mom's and she's like a little bipolar, and then she goes up to like this house and Sydney Sweeney's up there and they're on top of the stairs and she's like freaking out and she's going to place to place.
Yeah.
That was a really good episode and like my favorite thing that I've seen Zendaya in. And Sarah's watched it. I've always kind of wanted to watch it, but seeing this jump to like, oh, now we're in GTA land. Like, okay, it makes me interested to see the first 2 so that when I get to the 3rd, it's more of an impact.
And this is either going to be a soft reboot where they go, this is the show now, or this will be the final season. So,
dude, I love that. Like, change it up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what people wanted. Sam Levinson, I'm pretty sure, that he got into a little bit of hot water after last season. You know what I mean? It was like people were really talking about how
also the Idol. He did the Idol and he got in hot water for that.
And it was kind of like, I think this guy's problematic. And you're like, yeah. And I will tell you this, the biggest hang up you will have watching season 1 and season 2 is it is very sexual. And you're like, they're like high schoolers. Yeah. And it is like, those scenes are kind of hard to get through sometimes. You just kind of move forward as quickly as you can.
That was always my thing. I was just like, like the setting of it, at least, like being like a high school teen drama. Not that it was like, obviously it was portrayed as kind of like an HBO drama, but it was just like I didn't need that like kind of not severance, I'm sorry. Like Succession vibes with high school.
Sure.
And I all that comes with. So, and like, you hear about how graphic it can get. And then like the Idol followed it, and I read some of the things about that show. I'm just like, yeah, maybe this guy is like a little, I don't know. But again, that trailer kind of did it for me. So.
I will say, if you go back, if you watch season 1, which I think I'm going to do because it's simply just been like 4 years since I saw season 2. So it's like, I definitely need a refresher on like some of the big key moments going into it. To Luis's credit, I mean, that scene he was talking about with Zendaya, I mean, that was, for me, I was like, give her an Emmy immediately. That was also the moment that I was like, Euphoria really was like my Zendaya moment. Like that was when I was like, oh, Zendaya can like do this shit. She's not just like a pretty face, like because she's acting her ass off. Like she's getting grimy and gritty. And it's not just like, oh, I'm the pretty girl of the show. She's like willing to, and then now anytime I see her in a movie, I'm like, yeah, she can do anything. Like I in Zendaya, I trust, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the supporting cast is really good too.
Yeah. I was going to say, I forgot Jacob Elordi is in the show.
See, the only reason you talk about Jacob Elordi is because of Euphoria. Nate Jacobs, you know what I mean? This is like the guy you hate, okay? And Jacob Elordi, he is not anywhere in any of the movies you're seeing today if Euphoria didn't happen. So go and enjoy.
But he's so nice in all of his movies.
Oh, baby, just wait, all right? He fucking sucks, dude. But he's like a guy you love to hate. You know what I mean? It's really good. And oh my god, Angus Cloud, who passed away after season 2. His character is really good in season 1 and season 2. And he's got a really great scene partner in Maud Apatow. She's also really good. The whole cast is really, really fun. And they push the limits outside of the whole like sexual thing. They push the limits on like what these actors are doing, you know, and it's, I'm super excited to jump back into this world. I
forgot also Hunter Schafer's in it.
Hunter Schafer. Yep.
Also, I think it's really interesting with like Sydney Sweeney, the whole involvement with this, where like she's good in the show, right?
No? Yes. And her and the other character, Maddie, they're like the hot girls of the group, but there's dynamic there between like who's going to be like the alpha bitch, you know, at any given moment. And that drama is really good. And I think Sydney Sweeney, is acting wise is maybe like the lower of the group, but they're all really good. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
So there's literally not one moment that I can't think of that I was like, turn this shit off. Like, I don't want to watch this. I was hooked all the way through to the end of season 2. So.
And Coleman Domingo's in it.
I can't remember.
Oh yeah, he had that line. He had that line in this.
I don't think he's in the main seasons. They did like a COVID episode where in between season 2 and season 3, they filmed like a little mini episode and he's in that. But I can't remember if he's also in season 1 and season 2, but he is going to be in season 3. So I'd have to go back and refresh. Someone's listening right now. Like, Miguel, you dummy. Of course he was in the show, but I don't quite remember.
Cool. Yeah. I feel like I'm like scrubbing through this trailer right now. I'm trying to find a line where he's like on a golf cart and he's like going on a hill and he turns to somebody and he's like, "This is a whole new show, baby," or something like that.
That actually might be the other guy you're thinking of, who was not in season 1 or season 2. His name is coming to me right now. He played Mr. Echo.
I feel like
Lost.
Echo.
I feel like it was Coleman Domingo because I was like, what a perfect person to say that, because I never knew Coleman was in Euphoria.
He did have a clip where he's sitting at the diner table in season 3 in this trailer, and that is also where you see him in the little mini episode. But you might be right. I'd have to go back. Adewale Akinoye Agbaje. I'm blanking on. I don't know if that's how do you pronounce his name. Obviously, it's not. But he's like the drug lord in this season. He's the one that was like,
and he's like, "Rue's mine," and then the other guy's like, "I don't think so."
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up with that? Who's that?
You have to watch the show to find out. She's the first like bad drug person that Rue gets involved with, and that episode that Luis referenced where she has this like manic breakdown, that is all tied to that. Like, I don't want to give too much away, but it's like she's given all these drugs and somehow they disappear, and that's why she's like manic in that episode, because she knows she owes this person. So they're tying that loose end up through this season now.
I see.
But I'd have to go back and watch season 1, season 2 again. I hope you guys do too, because the show fucking rocked. So there you go, Euphoria.
And then the drug dealer who is going after, I guess, Rue Zendaya, Ed, that's the same actor who is in that cartoon, Common Side Effects, I think, or at least it sounds like it.
Oh, interesting.
The detective, like that's
Oh yeah.
It's like the female male. There's that detective.
Yeah, totally. And I also noticed the drug dealer from Weapons is in it too.
Really?
Not the drug dealer, the drug addict.
The drug addict. Yeah, where is he? I don't remember him.
Was he the guy? The guy with the gun?
Austin Abrams. He plays Ethan in the show.
That name doesn't sound like it's been a while. I don't know.
Okay. But yeah,
there were a couple of characters introduced kind of midway through season 2 that I was like, I don't remember who they were.
Okay.
So that might be who that is.
But yeah, anyway.
Guys, Euphoria season 3. I'm impressed. I'm glad you guys seem interested because I feel like I've talked about Euphoria before, like early days podcast, and the reception was, from what I remember, cold. No one seemed really interested.
This tonal shift is going to be. It looks cool. I mean, it's interesting. It makes me want to watch it. So whatever. It's like the 3rd season. It's not like scary to like. It's so many episodes to catch up on. It's season 6, and they're really making changes. Like, no, this is just season 3.
Like Stranger Things, I couldn't catch up in time, so I just didn't.
And it's okay.
And here we are. No, I feel like this is very doable, and it's a fun. I mean, like I said, like I sat down with Kristen, and we would do like an episode or 2 at night because I'd be like, "Damn, run another one!" Like that shit was good.
Yeah.
And so yeah, no, I'm excited for this, and we'll probably do a rewatch too soon. Well, there we go. That was trailer talk.
There we go. We're going to move on to our next segment here. We got, let's talk about this now. Guys, there's just some random topics we want to talk about now. And I have here Golden Globe fuck up. Who put that in here?
Me.
Probably Ed. And I know exactly what it is.
And it's going to run perfectly into what Luis has to talk about now. We could sit around talking about who won what and who lost this. And who looked that at the Golden Globes. But instead, and what seems to be running around the internet right now, is that 2 days prior to the airing of the Golden Globes, they decided to present the award for Best Original Score during the commercial breaks to, quote-unquote, save on airtime. However, in so doing that, they made time for a new category this year, which was the quote-unquote Best Podcast Award.
Okay.
Which, I mean, for me personally, is a stupid-ass award anyway. What the fuck are we doing in movies and TV? But also carrying on with this bullshit box office and cinematic achievement award, which just really has no value to either one of them. Anyway, all that to say is that they skipped over the winner of the best original score was Ludwig Göransson, who did the score for Sinners.
Yeah.
Which I want to say is at least his 2nd Golden Globe. He may have gotten a 3rd for Black Panther. I can't remember. But he most recently won for Oppenheimer. And so, he's on a roll. But yeah, they decided to air it, or not even air it. They recorded it, and they have since released that footage. But it's a cool... I mean... musical scores are like the pulse in a movie,
I know. I'm not gonna get in trouble this episode. Don't get me. I'm not about to start that shit again. No.
But you know what? I just don't care about best fucking podcast.
Well, Ed,
like I want 6 category nominees out of all the podcasts in the world. Fuck off.
That sounds like we're just mad that we weren't nominated. Okay, we got 200 episodes in, and where were we? No. I want to tell. I 1000% agree with the things you're saying. I want to counterpoint a couple things just to offer alternatives to what you're saying. First off, this was like the only one they cut, right? And this was like the only, which that's felt like a slap in the face. You know what I mean?
Pointed,
like
right?
Very pointed. It doesn't make sense that this is the one thing we don't give a shit about. The thing that I saw as a counterpoint wasn't about the podcast one, but it was like, we could have cut Nikki Glaser doing the K-pop bit. You know what I mean? Like we could have cut something in the presentation.
The UFC guys coming out for no reason.
Absolutely could have cut that.
Okay, well they can't cut that one out because they just got a partnership with Paramount Plus.
More so, just in theory. That's something.
Of course, in theory,
that could have been cut.
They literally just paraded 2 fighters on stage.
And you know whose idea was that? That was the guy in charge of Paramount now. David Ellison. He's the leader of like the David Zaslav of Paramount Plus. He was like, I want to put my UFC guys as bodyguards. So it's coming that came from the top.
Sure. Good for him.
Unfortunately,
that's why he makes the big bucks. You could tell right away. But I totally agree. Something in the show could have been cut to save time. And if it was only one award that was cut like that, I know that we've seen in previous award shows where they go, okay, we didn't air this handful of whatever. And it sucks when it happens, but it's like, okay, you know, there was maybe two or three or four, more than just one. With it being just the one, it felt like a slap in the face. We could have cut like a comedy bit out of the show, even though Nikki Glaser was really funny, even though the show seemed to be moving on. I don't think we needed to cut the actual talent from the show. I didn't hate the podcast awards, but I'll get to that in a second. Ed, to talk about, and I agree that I have not been a fan of this whole like box office achievement. It feels like a participation trophy, you know, this and that. The thing about this year, it's like if that didn't happen though, man, I'm fucking rooting for Sinners to win fucking something. You know what I mean? I want to see Ryan Coogler and that group on that stage winning something. And it sucks that it had to be the box office achievement, but at the same time, they did put butts in seats this year. Not only on the release, but also on the re-release. But but yes, I agree more so what you're saying is that is one of those like pointless awards. It feels like a here, take it, you know.
That was the Golden Globes. Like they were highly unpopular for a long time because of the lack of diversity amongst its nominees and stuff like that. But on top of that, they just kept like throwing everything and were trying to see what stuck. So I feel like that was just, and again, like extending like the best picture category in the Oscars is to
it's a 10 or whatever.
Yeah, just to you get that outreach, you know, the more like blockbusters or whatever like that. And you know, I get that, but they already have the musical, comedy, and drama categories. You know, just
we didn't need one more.
It's a trifle, but again, yeah, when you're cutting like literally one of the more important categories as far as just like in terms of movie making and how important a score is to a movie. I know you don't care, Miguel.
To be fair, stop. To be fair, as much as I thought it was interesting that we introduced podcasts this year, that one absolutely could have been the one that was like in the commercial break. Like no one would have been upset about that. Amy Poehler winning, you know what I mean, was fun. People really like her podcast, and I see why they would want that to be in there because she's popular right now for her podcast. Yeah. But again, that was one that could have been aired later if they were going to cut one. Yeah. In terms of like the movie awards that we're doing, the podcast didn't have to be the one to shine, you know?
100%. Yeah.
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I think it's a difficult position for the Golden Globes because you're right. Like they were in the outs. They were losing views. They have to find a way to garner views to get eyeballs watching it again. And the podcast, this is the first year they're doing it. So it would be kind of, they're not going to put it on a commercial break if it's the first time they're bringing out that award. They want to bring it out with pomp and circumstance. That's why they had that like special short that happened that opened up before the podcast. You know, like they're trying to bring all the bells and whistles. So like, here's our first new category. And if you look at the past 5 years, they've added the podcast one, the cinematic box office, and also the stand-up comedian award. And all three of those awards, like the main goal to have those is to just get a younger audience watching Golden Globes. You know, you have what are the young people listening to? What are the young people watching? And then what are the young people laughing at? And then you get those people in that room. Then you can have like viral moments. People want to see Golden Globes because Sydney Sweeney is going to be there. The Rock's going to be there. Whoever, you know, somebody who has like a huge following. And so that's going to be their goal and always going to be their goal. And also like they're a for-profit award ceremony where like Academies is nonprofit. So these people, they just want money and they're going to find a way.
They want viewers. Yeah.
They want views. They don't care if they whore themselves out any way possible. They want,
That's,
right.
I want to point out that that's the difference between
major award show of the year.
Between Luis and Ed is like a purist and Luis is a producer. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not saying I forgive. I don't like it.
No, I know, but I'm giving you their perspective. Your perspective on it. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Is like, Ed's coming at it pure of heart. Okay,
I'm fired.
And Luis is there too. Luis is there too, but he's like, well, they're not going to fucking cut the podcast one because it's the new one and they have to get it on there. It's actually about viewers. And Miguel, let me teach you something.
Deep down, Luis wished they did because
I'm 1,000% on your side. I would not even do this if it was we had an award show. All right, now that we're back from let's talk about this now. Look, we're going on to our. What are we doing this discussion?
Did I put Texans on here for my what we're into, or did someone do that for me?
I think you did that. Yeah,
I was pretty drunk. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I actually did, but
you did. Okay, I was like, I don't remember doing that at all.
I was just being a bitch. I was just like, Miguel loves football now. He's moved on. Well,
if we're into it, let's get into it. I'll talk about this real quick. I'm interested in the playoff series right now. It's a lot of fun. The Broncos and the Texans are doing well. This podcast comes out on Friday. Well, we'll see. But this weekend, Saturday, coming up, the Broncos are going to play their game and the Texans are going to play their game. And I told Forrest, my son, who is a Broncos fan, hey, if the Broncos win their game and the Texans win their game, they are going to play each other in the next game. And that will be the one to decide who goes forward to the Super Bowl. And I said, I just want you to know that if that happens, we're going to have a conversation about what this house is going to feel like in that moment. Because, I mean, I'm a very casual sports fan. Luis, when we were in Texas, was asking me about it. You're into football now? I was like, only kind of. Okay. And I know Ed, in our 20 years of knowing each other, like, I've never given a shit about sports really. So he's probably like, shut the fuck up, Miguel. But the Texans have never done this good. You know what I mean? It's a big deal. It's a huge deal. Okay. So I'm really excited. If for some reason, every time they win a game, it goes, oh my God, they may go to the Super Bowl. And it's like, if they may go to the Super Bowl, fuck, they may win the Super Bowl. So I'm excited about that. And I told Forrest, I said, here's what we can do. Cause my wife is going to be, out of the house that day. For this upcoming weekend, they're playing two different games almost at the same time. I said, bro, let's bring a TV downstairs. We'll have two TVs in the same room. We'll watch both games at the same time.
Oh, that's amazing.
And Kristen goes, oh, Miguel, no, just watch one of the games on the iPad. And I looked at Forrest and he looked at me and we both were like, no. I was like, no, we'll get a TV. I
love that for you guys.
All right. And so I'm excited. He's excited. And I told him, I was like, the thing that's going to happen is if they both win, the next game will be Broncos versus the Texans, and we'll have to fucking
fight.
We'll have to understand that you're going to root for one team and I'm going to root for the other, and I'm going to be cool about it, but you need to be cool too. All right?
Yeah.
Because I think what's going to happen is if whether they win or they lose, he's going to be very emotional about it. So I'm like, okay.
What if they both
like lose? If the Texans win and then the Broncos lose, how is it going to take?
Exactly.
That kind of thing, yeah.
Now, for this upcoming two games, if the Broncos lose and the Texans lose, it's almost good for us because it's like, well, hey, both of our teams gave it a really good shot and it just didn't happen. That happens all the time, right? So there you go.
The Irish pub near my Regal Theatre, they exclusively played Denver Broncos games.
You told me that.
Yeah, it's so random, but yeah, it is packed to the gills of Denver Broncos fans every
That's pretty cool.
weekend. So let's take Forrest there next time you're in town, I guess.
No, well, yeah. I mean, I'm thinking about, just for the love of the game, I'm thinking about getting him a jersey, like at Walmart or something,
Yeah.
Like let him feel the vibe. Because what I was telling Luis
you
should
get a Texan shirt too.
Yeah, well, I have one, but yeah, I could do for a new one. Where am I going to get a Texan shirt here, though? I gotta order it.
Miguel, this is the world, of the internet. Fucking order online.
I was telling Luis in Texas, I was like, the thing that Miguel, you seem to be really into sports right now. For me, it's I want to give my son the opportunity to be into sports, even though I didn't grow up really into sports and I'm not a big diehard fan or anything. I want him to have that opportunity and not feel like I didn't give it to him. So that's what we're doing. I also couldn't get any sort of login to live TV, so I went ahead and just bought YouTube TV for the month, which is going to get me through basically the Super Bowl. And I was like, fine, this is it.
Might as well keep it for the World Cup, baby, too.
Well,
oh come on,
I'll probably re-up. I don't want to pay month by month until the World Cup starts. But
and
yeah,
the Academy, the Oscars.
Oh, you guys know me. I can't wait.
I can't wait to spend $70 just to watch.
Did I tell you,
one
a year or two ago, I mentioned something, the same thing again, where it's like maybe it was the World Series for baseball or something, and Steven was like, "Can't you just watch that on like regular TV?" And I was like, "Wait, the fuck? Yeah, you can." And then I looked into it. It's like for smart TVs, you have to get like an antenna, like a digital antenna to plug into the. And well, no, fuck off, because I was like, I haven't touched an antenna. Baby,
bro, you can go to Amazon and just
I haven't touched an antenna in 30 years. I don't put rabbit ears on none of my shit. All right. But it's like, yeah, I guess I could for like less than $20. I could get one at Walmart. But yeah, here we are. So yeah, there you go. You put what I was into as Texans. I can't even remember anything else I was into.
Dude,
so, yeah.
a TV antenna indoor for smart TV, $20 on Amazon.
Boom, done.
TV ant.
So I
wonder if I could just do that for the Oscars.
Yeah. I mean, again, Steven, he planted that seed a year plus ago where he was just like, can you just watch on TV? And it's like, yeah, you can. What the fuck are we doing? We cut that cord, and then he was like, you cut the wrong cord,
Yeah.
That shit's free. CBS, ABC, come on.
Free. Yeah.
Like, these games aren't just on ESPN Plus or whatever.
That's our government right to have these shows, and
it's the one thing Trump won't take away, all right, fine. So yeah, no, anyway, I know. That's what I tell Kristen is like, whatever the big thing starts to happen, like that's when I really like lock in, like the World Cup, the Super Bowl, the World Series. It's like, okay, I didn't watch the whole lead of it, especially because it's like, if it's a team that I care about is there, well then it's fun to root for them,
We just signed up Lily to football, like soccer.
I was like, whoa.
In the lead up to the summer,
Forrest has to do a biography, and he gets to choose anyone, and he chose Pele.
What?
I said, how the fuck do you know who that is? And he was like, yeah, I want to do it. He's the greatest footballer of all time. And I was like, what?
Wow. Did they have a list of people that they could teach?
I have no idea. I don't know how he picked it, because he goes, I said something about the house being messy, and he goes, do you know who Messi is? And I was like, you do? I was like, he's one of the greatest footballers of all time. So yeah, no, I'm going to help him with his.
It's like, no, that's Pele. That's hilarious.
That's how the conversation started. I was like, how do you know this name?
That's crazy.
And he was like, did you know that when he was poor, he used to play with wet newspapers and a sock as a soccer ball? And I was like, where are you learning this?
Yeah, you're already doing the research, baby.
No, we're ready to go. So yeah, no, that's my what we're into. I'm gonna update you on other things here in the coming weeks. So
word.
There you go.
Word.
All right, now it's between me and Ed. Ed, what are you up to?
I mean, I could talk about my thing. I'll just be real quick. I still doing our last stretch of catching up on movies. Got to see the Mastermind with our boy Josh O'Connor. And this is just like a fun little.
Did you like the movie?
Yeah. Excuse me. I did like it.
I saw it today too.
Okay. Did you like it?
What the fuck? On the plane?
Yes Yeah, I had a 6-7 hour flight or whatever. I watched like 3 or 4 movies today.
Good for you. Good for you. Sorry,
Bro, I sat down, put on my iPad, And then I'm in there and they're playing, immediate iPad. People are leaving, iPad. I have my iPad everywhere.
I love it. I love it. Sorry, I'm just surprised. Sorry, Ed asked you a question. Please answer Ed's question.
That's my favorite thing about flying is the movie watching. Like that's the way I look forward to it because I get to finally catch up.
Quick side note: do you like when you're on the plane? I don't know what seat you were in, middle, side, window, or whatever.
Always.
Do you like kind of lean away from the person so that if you're watching something racy, you're like, I don't want you to see the titties
Sometimes.
I'm looking at. Yeah.
But also, I have this transparency screen that I got because
I love it. Love it. Absolutely.
I got it originally because I like to watch TV sometimes at night so I can finally catch up. And the brightness was too bright for Sarah. And then I was like, well, what can I do? And then I realized that, transparency screens block, brightness from.
I love it.
So I did it, but it's not, I don't think it's transparent enough because I was watching Bring Her Back. And at some points I was like, okay, going to just move this down to this side.
Yeah.
Because people can, I think at a certain angle can still kind of see what's going on. It's not, I don't know if I need a better transparency screen. But yeah, I do that sometimes. Sometimes I just have to
I'd be a little self-conscious. I'd be like, let me just make sure. Ed asked you, did you like the movie?
I gotta tell you, Ed, I woke up really early. I slept really late. And then I got to this movie. This is my third movie of the day. And I was getting kind of sleepy. And I found myself just like this.
That's
getting
hard.
through it. And let me tell you, especially for this movie, because they hold on one shot for like 4 minutes, and it's a guy literally going up a ladder, putting paintings in the thing,
That's
going
tough.
down, grabbing another painting. I'm not even exaggerating. He goes up and down the ladder 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, what else am I getting from this information? And then the movie ends, and it's like, oh, this journey was for this. So I kind of felt a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's very sparse as far as dialogue and action.
And
it is
kind of, well, I guess maybe not plot. But
Luis, can I relate to you for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have gone to many a movie where probably shouldn't have had that second beer. All right. And there have been a couple moments in movies where that face you made, I've made that face. Okay. Like that like, please keep my eyes open. I have to watch this. Luis yelled at me that one time. Please finish this movie, Miguel. But then it was on the second viewing where you go, oh, I fucking love that movie. That was actually really good. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. I feel like this movie could have been a short too. I don't know. I guess I didn't understand the need for it to hold on so many things. I feel like it would have worked as a short, but I don't know. I would love to hear your thoughts on it too, because it got praised for critics.
Yeah, so. Well, I think it was. I haven't seen a lot of the director's work, but it almost seemed like she was being deliberately, I don't know, just kind of like there was like a tongue-in-cheek kind of attitude about how it played out. Like, because it does feel simple, but it's just like, I don't know. One bad decision leads to another, and I think like the purpose of those shots is to later just show how futile all of his efforts are.
I mean, he was terrible. Like he was like, it's called the Mastermind, and he's like the dummy. You know, like
exactly.
Everything goes wrong every time, and then it's like a boiling hot boiling hot water where it starts off cool, and then now he's like in a whole other world and situation, and his life circumstances are completely different. Yep. He can no longer go back to the normal world. So he has like a complete shift, but it is like a slow burn, and like it literally starts bubbling slowly throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. 100%.
And it didn't make it in the top 10. Yeah.
It didn't make your top 10?
Oh, but the thing is, this top 10 is kind of tough. It's a tough club to get in. Like I can get top 15. I get some goodies in top 15.
Top 20.
Just a little peek behind the curtain for next week or whatever when we talk about it. Ed gave me a list of like 30 movies I saw this year. What's hilarious is you guys are gonna have like a really good top 10, and I'm gonna be like, well, Bad Guys 2 wasn't that bad. My top 10 is gonna be, oh, here's another big blockbuster child movie.
Here's gonna be the cinematic box office achievement top 10.
That's why I'm like, I get it. Let's see it. Let sinners get it. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
But I
mean, you kept a list. You kept a list, so there you go. At least I saw movies.
Yeah. And you're going to go see Mighty Supreme this weekend, right?
I do want to go see that. Yeah, I'm going to have to make time to. So I'll find the.
Can I tell you guys this real quick? I'm really excited about it. I already booked my tickets. For me and Sarah to go see Wuthering Heights in IMAX.
Nice. Did you see that clip? Who sent that clip today? Was that you, Ed? That was like Wuthering Heights is in quotation marks because the director was like, I couldn't make this story. I had to make a version of the story, which I thought was fascinating. I was like, I love that kind of like.
I thought you were being sarcastic.
No, I was like, I was like, wow, what a really interesting way of like looking at this and being like,
because
I'm not that she's not confident, but she was like, I'm not able to make this story. The way she said, Wuthering Heights, right? And the way she said the way I remember reading it the first time and versus the way I actually read it versus the way I adapted it, like all these things are so different. And so this is like my version of that. And I was like, what a fascinating way to look at things.
She's trying to, exactly. Where, people are already bubbling up about, how accurate this is going to be to the book and stuff like that.
She's like, temper your expectations. This is my version.
Yeah, exactly. This is just like to convey the feelings that this story evoked in me when I first read it. And I thought that was fascinating.
I love that.
I was trying to share that with our good friend Steven because I feel like he is a little apprehensive from what he's seen as far as the trailers go. So there's like an artistic liberty.
But I also feel like it was the internet was feeling that too. Like I feel like the internet was like, this is not going to be the book.
Right. Well, generally speaking, I think that was the overall. But you always are going to have those diehards who are like expected to see Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
But Wuthering Heights has been adapted several times in film form. So God forbid we have something a little bit more unique.
This is how uncultured I am. I've literally never heard of this before this movie.
Oh, so many adaptations. Tom Hardy's in an adaptation. Can
you give me the broad strokes, like not the Ed version? Can you just like give me the one sentence sum up of what Wuthering Heights is supposed to be?
I've never read it. I don't know.
But you saw the trailer. Can you give me like a vibe?
Oh yeah, like the childhood.
He loves her. She loves him. They fuck.
Childhood sweethearts like grow older and hornier, and she gets married off to a rich guy, and he does not.
Horn.
He like the big line is like, "I'll follow you to the ends of the earth like a dog," or something like that, or "I'll follow you like a dog to the ends of the earth," or something like that.
All right, I'm hooked.
Yeah,
I'll take my wife to go see it.
Ooh.
I bet Sarah's interested to see this movie. She reads a lot of racy books, doesn't she?
I made her but she's also seen. I put her through Saltburn and Promising Young Women, which she had mixed feelings about Saltburn. So I think it'll be interesting. But Emerald Fennell is deliberately provocative, and I love that about her.
All right, fuck it.
Anyway, I digress. I'm sorry. We were probably trying to wrap this up. Luis, what are you trying to do? What have you been into?
Oh, Ed, I love how the way you phrased it. What am I trying to do? I haven't said this in the podcast yet, and I'm getting more and more serious about it, but I've said it with y'all.
I just realized what it is.
Yes, I'm working on a short, and I started writing it in November. I watched some of my older shorts where we had like a Western and then a short that Ed wrote. And I don't know, I was just thinking and I was like, I don't want to die and not have like made more stuff. Like, as a kid, I always dreamed about coming to LA and doing something. And I think the problem with me is I want to entertain in a lot of different ways, which is really difficult for me to prioritize. It's like, well, I like being in front. I like being behind the camera. I like being on the keys. I like being on the stage. I like too many parts of that aspect. And then it was always hard for me to choose. But now it's like, fuck it. Let me just do a short, like the best one I can make. Have like a nice crew, have a great thing. And the one thing I hate is writing. Like I hate it because I feel like I'm not good at it. And so I was like, fuck it. Let me just write this 15-page script. It ended up becoming like 29 pages to my chagrin. I wish it was shorter. But I wrote it in November, and now I think it's like in a quasi good place. And I'm going to just move forward. I'm just going to say, fuck it and figure out a way. Then the only way I can approach this is like, when I play video games, I face a boss and I'm like, I can't beat this guy. And I try for like 2 hours or whatever. But in the end, I beat the guy. And so I'm taking that approach with this thing where it's like,
hell yeah, dude.
I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm going to get there. And I don't know how long it's going to take. And if it sucks, then whatever, we make another one. Or, I'm always learning from something. I rewrote the beginning of this script 4 different ways. And I was like, fuck it. It like that failure led me to another interpretation of it. So, I don't know. I might do updates every so often, but I gave myself like 2 weeks off from the script and not looking at it. But now it's like my body and my mind were ready. We're like, okay, let's step it up. Let's start planning. What are the locations? How many actors? What are your crews going to be like? When are we going to film it? All these questions. And it's like scary, but also like, fuck it. What's life for? So
hell yeah.
It's currently titled, Good Luck, Natalie Cruz. And it's so funny. I named it that when literally like months ago, I was like, look at these dumbass titles that sound like you're talking to people. Is this thing on? Honey, don't. It's like, bring her back. and I wrote it, and then I was like, fuck, I don't like that. Like, I criticize this.
You became what you criticized. But that's the nature of movie titles, isn't it? I mean, you just, when the right one hits you, you've got to go.
And it's not to say this is the final one. Like, something could happen where it's like we have a realization. It's like, oh, I'll call it The Winds of Westerville or whatever the fuck, some sort of like dumb, Like when you hear like P.T. Anderson movies, it's like, what's it called? One Battle After Another, Punch Drunk Love. What's it called? Give me some, guys.
Phantom Thread.
The Phantom Thread. The fucking most famous one, The Blood. There Will Be Blood. You know what I mean? Just like cool ass titles.
I like, having personally read the script, I could say I like the title of Good Luck, because
it's more of a me thing where it's like
there's a certain there's a certain irony to the title too.
Catching on to it very well. Good, yeah. Thank you. Yes, there is.
Yes, it's very exciting. It's been stirring up stuff in me. It's very inspiring. I haven't written in years at this point. It feels like forever since I've actually, and it's ever since I lost my laptop, I guess. I want to refocus that energy, but I'm glad at least somebody is. So you're chasing that high.
Got to.
Yeah. But yeah, good for you. Congratulations.
I'm proud of you, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I'm it's gonna be scary, but together we can do it. Thank you guys for listening. That was this week's episode of Punch Drunk Nerd, episode 193. Tune in next week. Next week we're gonna do our top 10 of 2025. Maybe a little bit of punchies. Some punchy awards with that. I don't know. I think it might be time. But until then, it's been me, Luis Gonzalez, and with me's been
Miguel Sanchez
and Deadpool.
And until next time, later, gators.